Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for Horde Night. Let me give you the grand tour. Again, beautiful evening out in the burnt forest wasteland. Oh, I think I heard a rabbit or a chicken or something get killed. So, as usual, we have our central bunker with surrounding catwalks to funnel and filter the zombies. We've made a few changes. Unlike my previous bunker, which I had 3 access points, I'm trying to channel them into one central access point. So, as you can see, there are access stairs all over the place. And as a zombie walks up each one onto each landing, there's a spinning blade trap. So, hopefully it'll bang them up a little bit. And of course, we have a walk that's connected to our safe house. A nice little cabin that I built. I think it looks pretty nice. As a zombie walks forward, he steps on the pressure plate. And the dart trap behind him is going to start shooting darts at him. And he keeps moving. The second pressure plate will activate the forward-firing dart trap. So that should bang him up a little bit. Now he has to traverse a second spinning blade trap here. And as he climbs the steps to the top, a third pressure plate will activate that dart trap. And he makes it to the central hub here. And we have repeating, the same type of repeating walkways and catwalks here on this side. And then a short one if a zombie wants to come up from, spawns in on this side here on the north side. So we've got plenty of spinning blade traps and dart traps. Interestingly, I've chosen this configuration to shoot primarily at the legs of any zombies, which should hopefully protect us from accidentally triggering a Demolisher's vest. So, all of these traps should allow us to do that. The zombie has to traverse all of these spinning blade traps. We have a number of them, because as the zombies walk into them and get banged up, it causes a little wear and tear, a little damage on the blade traps, and after a while they may stop functioning if they get banged up enough. So I wanted to have a redundant set of traps just in case 1 or 2 get knocked out during the night. And as you can see, we have spotlights. We have plenty of spotlights here, illuminating the walkways very efficiently. And you'll also notice I have some lights over here too. They're not on just yet, but oh no, that one doesn't have one there. But I have one on each corner. I think there's one on that side, and then on the south dart traps there are also lights. The zombie comes up to the central hub and begins to traverse the central catwalk. Now you'll notice we have our powered vault door, drop away doors in case things get a little hectic. We can drop the floor here and buy ourselves a little bit of time. And this is what the zombies will run into. And if they go off to either side, we have deadly spinning blade traps here. You'll notice all of my relays for all the wiring that I have are hidden away behind these protective blast walls here. So any projectile acidic vomiting, zombie cops, they'll be hitting these walls instead and won't actually damage our electrical components. And now we go into the bunker. Central bunker. This is where the action happens. I added a little bit of an extra plate here, so we have 2 layers of concrete. I could probably put another set of a security grate up, maybe, but I shouldn't need it. We have 3 sets of secure storage chests above here to deposit loot that I happen to come across, although I've noticed that it only stays around for a short period of time before it disappears, so you have to get it quick. Unlike my previous Horde Night platforms, I have this thing loaded up with switches and plenty of automation. And I will show you what the switches do here momentarily, but also over here, we have chests for weapons and ammo. I'm going to be throwing like medicine over here. And then this is just, you know, base equipment, extra traps, doors, grates, etc. Things for maintenance and upkeep on the base. So, normally on past designs, I would have access points here, and since we're trying to filter them to the central walkway and the central hub, I'm using the sides to create these maintenance catwalks here. So in case these spinning blade traps get damaged, which does happen quite a bit, I need these things functional, but it's too dangerous to go out and repair them from the center. So coming out on this maintenance catwalk, I can go ahead and repair these quickly, get them back up and running, and then get back in and resume my fighting the zombies. And then up top, there we go. This is up top here. I have, unlike the past, I would just have 1 generator bank and a battery backup. This time I have 2, and I've split the power demands, so they're not too overloaded. You'll see. Well, let's see. Things aren't going just yet, but I have about 250 watts being generated per generator per side. I have spotlights up here, shining down on the side catwalks. I have just a little utility light up here. And I have extra guns and ammo in case I need to grab some quick. And in case shit hits the fan and I need to get out of here, I have like an escape hatch. I can just jump over this. Down the hole here and into my safe house. We are in the safe house now. A little dark in here. Let's turn on some lights. Now we have plenty of light. The safe house has a nice outside porch that I can just enjoy the view or do a little zombie sniping. And I have supply chests for, again, guns, ammo, explosives, just various items. Try to keep it looking kind of nice. Got a closet for clothes or bandages. I just have leather. I don't have any like clothes on here yet. Just a quick access medicine cabinet and then more medical supplies here. So I'm ready for action. And down into the lower level. Just a basic garage, half garage for a motorcycle, which is what we'll be using to get around. I don't want to have a lot of... if we had the Jeep, I'd probably keep it outside, but I like keeping the motorcycle protected in here. Yeah, we got food, drink, we got resources. That's for canned food in case I find that. Got another safe for guns, ammo, that kind of stuff. So the idea is, if shit hits the fan and we have to retreat, we can climb up there, jump across the ledge here, climb down, and we can get down on the floor quickly. Power door opens the door, and then we can get on our motorcycle and escape. There we go. Now, let's take a look and see what it looks like when the base is fully functional. Now, I like having access to a safe house in case I need to get a quick retreat. But it occurred to me, and because I don't know how the zombie pathfinding is, the danger of this setup is they could actually use it to try to get to me. And actually, I should have put another switch on the opposite side. I'm going to have to make an adjustment. But in case things get crazy and I need to buy myself some time, you can see we have the powered vault doors. And the switch to activate them is right here on the top. And these yellow colored panels here. I have a switch that will drop the doors. And now you can't get across. Same thing over here. This is our main corridor, our combat corridor. If it's getting a little rough and I need a break, throw the switch. And the doors drop. And we have 2 sets of doors. So that should give us a little break where we're not getting mauled by zombies. Now, so we have traps. We have 2 spinning blade traps and a couple sets of dart traps on each wing. They're off right now, so in order to activate them, we throw the switch. Now, the left wing, and you can see the lights are now on. Spinning blade traps are active. The dart traps are armed and ready to fire. We activate the east side wing. Now the light here is on the side of the building. I don't have one there. It's actually on the cabin itself. And again, dart traps are armed. Another spinning blade trap. So the east and west wings are armed. Now, let's start the corridor of death. All 4 spinning blade traps are active, and the central dart traps are armed. I should say the central pressure plates that trigger those side dart traps. Those are now armed. Doors are back in place, and we're ready for combat. And the last piece of the puzzle, the side spinning blade traps. A fully functional Horde Night base of death. Let's take a look. God, it's beautiful out here. Starting to get a little rain though. This. Oh, I could probably paint this top a little bit. I probably need to throw some paint up here. But this is what I like. Good illumination. I've got plenty of lighting. Those fluorescent lights there really do a good job of lighting up the area. Although they consume about 10 watts of power versus 5. The spotlights are actually more efficient, to be honest. But the range of their illumination is much narrower, whereas with these 10-watt fluorescent light bulbs, they light up the whole area pretty well. It's a less direct, more diffused lighting, but it works pretty well for what I need. And then right up here, you'll notice the battery banks, the generators, and my supply crates I have covered up with this well, it was mainly just a structure to cover and protect them, but it also functions as a little something I can stand on and take shots at zombies. Kind of like a little walkway up here. So overall, I would say it's pretty well equipped. This is by far the best base I've ever done. And in case things get crazy, I need to get down below. We can just fall through the hatch here to the bottom. And you'll notice, unlike having a central bunker base, I've elevated it and have it on these supports. And so you can, like, if you're in a Jeep or a vehicle, you can drive right through here. You're not impeded by anything. I think it's a great looking design. I like the log cabin. I think this looks great. You can see the back of our cabin. This took a little time to build, but I'm pretty happy with the results. I think everything looks really good in here. And you can see how effective these fluorescent lights are. It just totally lights up the whole area. I really only need one. The only reason I put a couple on each wing is for illumination past the base here. So, but it looks great. I'm very happy with the design. Oh, and let me show you one other thing too, to show you how complex and elaborate this is here. So you can see the wiring here, and when you equip the wire stripper tool, what it does, it'll show you the actual the path of current for your electrical connections. So you can see and appreciate how much work went into setting up the just the electrical system here. Oh, forgot about that. Oh, damn it. Whoops. Oh, this is going to be fun. Actually, no, you know what I need to do? I'll tell you what I need to do. That's how effective that catwalk is. So I'm only hoping that the zombies will notice that they can't access the base through this catwalk, and we'll have to resort to going to the main central corridor there. Okay. But again, so we have our tool, so you can see generators start here. And I have 5 motors, 5 50-watt motors for a total output of 250 watts. We're sucking 211 here, so we're doing pretty well on efficiency. And the it goes to a battery backup here, just in case I run out of fuel or something happens. It's just a redundant battery backup. What do we have here? Okay, now this is interesting. Okay. We're right at 250 watts, so we're at max output. I might want to throw another motor in here, or perhaps transfer some of the electrical load over to this side here. I might do that. I might have to look at the wiring. But everything seems to be functioning pretty well. So I think we're in good shape. So the generators go here, and then I have them go to relays here. And some could go straight down below. And you can see our each wing's electrical system here. Start shutting things off here. We're going to start powering down here. We can still show you the electrical setup. Okay, you can see all the wiring here. What I do is I have it go from the relay up top to this. Each side has got a side relay, and then there's some back relays. Then from either side relay, current goes to a central relay on the catwalk, and then goes and gets distributed to each end. And you can see we have switches. Current comes down into these. Let's see. I'm not sure how do we get. I think I might have them going directly to the switch from up top. And then in order to keep the wiring sort of neat and tidy, I have relays. I separate into left and right relays. And then for this side here, I have a couple that go out here. And then this powers more of the side the appliances. We go down the catwalk. You can see, you can only have your current travel so far before it gets. You can't run a wire indefinitely, so you have to keep a relays here in order to keep your current as efficient as possible. Because the resistance in each wire will take 1 watt of resistance, so you need to kind of throw some relays here and there. But yeah, so on this side here, we've had current go to this relay, and then onto the dart traps. And then I have some more relays down below. I think I've got one right over here on this one here. Yeah, I had to put a relay on the underside here in order to reach that one, because this dart trap is a little far out. So overall, that's pretty much it. That's the tour here. I think it looks great. I think it's going to be very effective. I think it's just a sharp-looking base design. Looks well lit from a distance. So when we're getting ready for Horde Night tomorrow, and there's a couple things we have to keep an eye on. We're going to be looking for, because this is a test here. The few things we have to watch are the zombie pathfinding is the main thing. That's primarily what we're looking at. Will the zombies work their way and make their way onto the main central corridor? We also have to see how they traverse these spinning blade traps. We have a 3x3 platform. Will the zombies just walk through and get banged up? Or do we need to have a little bit more room? I don't want the spinning blade trap to be so much of an obstacle that they avoid it. But on the flip side, you don't want to give them so much room to walk around that they can just avoid it entirely. So that's the trick, is getting just exactly the right size platform to utilize these blade traps. Then, let's see if they... And believe me, I've tested these dart traps out. They work perfect. You know, I'm not going to kill myself to show you. But... And you'll notice I have all the dart traps lined up to shoot the enemy in the legs. So hopefully this won't activate any Demolisher vests. Again, keeping an eye on, is this enough room for the zombies to get banged up a little bit? They come up here. And then will they... then is this enough room, or should I add some more? Am I going to need to add some more side panels on for extra walkway here? That's really what it's going to come down to see, is this enough room for the zombies to walk and have these blade traps bang them up a little bit. So yes, so pathfinding, the blade traps, and again, making sure that the dart traps do their job, injuring them in the legs but not in the chest. That's what we're really paying attention for. The other question is, if I have to do maintenance, how are we going to do that? As these go out, it might be a little tricky. I might not... they might lose functionality, which is why I have like a number of them and they're redundant. But I am thinking for future reference, what I might do is maybe have a side access. Kind of like an emergency side access that I could perhaps have doors, have maybe like a door here, and be able to shut this access down and divert traffic to a side access point just for maintenance purposes. That really is the main thing. Or, well, the only other thing I could possibly do is run a separate catwalk above it, have a catwalk going above, and then be able to look down and do maintenance from above without risking myself. That's another possibility. But again, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. The main thing is just to observe a Horde Night, look at the zombie pathfinding, and making sure each wing and each set of traps does their job as they're intended. And the other third thing we're going to have to keep an eye on is to make sure that this, even though we're going to have this dropped here, so we're going to have access dropped, but the only issue with catwalks is it's nice for you to jump across and get back to the safe house, but if zombies can jump that far, they might recognize the safe house as a pathfinding point. So the third and one of the main issues is this large enough a gap that it's going to dissuade the zombies from rushing and jumping across. Because if they don't choose the easy access, which of course is going to kill them, if they don't come up the central corridor, they might be tempted to use the safe house as an access way. So I'm hoping that this, we only have a 2-block gap. We might need to... is 2 blocks big enough of a gap to dissuade the zombies from utilizing the safe house as a pathfinding route? And if not, we may have to destroy these blocks and create a 3-block gap, which... let's try that real quick. Can we make a jump? Can we make a 3-block gap jump? Ooh, barely. Okay. So we may have to reduce the gap to prevent zombies from using the safe house. So these are the top 3 things we have to watch and observe on Horde Night. But anyways, that's the guided tour. I'm pretty excited. I think this design has got plenty of potential. So we'll see what happens. Again, getting into the last hours of day 13. Burnt Forest is looking gorgeous. See if we can check these houses out over here. There's like a little abandoned town here in the Burnt Forest area. So we're not too far. You can see on the map where we're at, where we're located. Right here. And as we zoom out, there's a small town, abandoned town here. This is the trading post. And what do we... oh, this is, I think, the tool... working stiff tools. And in my main base, I'm utilizing the farm. The farm here. I got the barn set up. And then when I started the game, we also have... where the heck am I? Oh, yeah. I also have another base. Oh, man, my respawn point is way back here at the A-frame cabin. So, yeah, we're kind of far from home right now. But I like being out here in the middle of nowhere. You know, at least there's no chance of zombies destroying my, my base, my home base. So there we go. That is the grand tour.